Good afternoon and evening, everyone. This is Dan Evans. I'm the executive editor of the Napa Valley Register, the St. Helena Star, and Inside Napa Valley magazine. Look for the latest issue of the magazine. It's going to hit your mailbox next week. I think you'll be impressed with both the stories and the visuals. Really good stuff that really kind of showcases what makes the Napa Valley and Napa County such an interesting and great place to live and work. This is our second week doing this, and so we're still working out some of the kinks, but hopefully this seems a bit more polished than it did last time. I really thank those of you who reached out with your thoughts and comments, and please keep them coming. The best way to get them to me is devans@napanews.com. So thanks again. All right, so we're told that nobody really wants to sit through 7 or 8 or 9 minutes worth of stuff, so we are going to break these weekly recaps into 3 parts: Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So without further ado, here's all things that happened, starting with the August 15 edition. That would be last Monday. Edward Booth started off the week with a piece about circulation, the semi or very controversial public art piece that has been approved to go into one of the roundabouts near Highway 29 near downtown. The sculpture, which is an abstract representation of a prickly pear cactus, is also supposed to invoke the area's diverse Latino heritage and people. Some people just don't like it, don't think it is appropriate, or just don't like the way it looks. We're going around the newsroom, though. We're trying to figure out whether or not that is going to be a permanent thing, or whether or not, honestly, once a piece of art is in place, people tend to be okay with it. So we'll be following to see if that is the case. But at this point, there are a number of people that are not too happy about it. On the art scene, on the more specific art scene, Sasha Paulson caught up with James Conaway, who wrote his first fairy tale called Teal and the Blue Witch. She writes about how he pivoted to that rather unusual form of writing and how he did it. Conaway, if you're not familiar, is either famous or infamous, depending on your point of view, for his trio of books about Napa Valley history, detailing the beginnings of the wine industry and what it turned into, or, for better or for worse. So James Conaway's book is just out. So check it out, or at the very least, read Sasha's conversation with James. And Sasha, for her part, is actually an author many times over. Her latest book, Where Time Begins, is going to have a release party on September 1st at Wilford's Lounge downtown. So if you want to go, just go to their website and sign yourself up. You'll have to Google that website. Easy enough to do. So. And in sports, Marty James reported on the goings-on of Brock Bowers, a 2021 Napa High graduate. He led, or helped lead, the University of Georgia to their national championship with 56 passes caught for 882 yards and 13 touchdowns as a true freshman. He was given an honor named to the Walter Camp 2022 preseason All-America team. All right, moving on to Tuesday. Barry Everling reported on a grand jury report that criticized county officials for not doing more to combat climate issues. But the county, for its part, criticized the criticism, saying that the grand jury's suggestions were either not reasonable, not possible, were the purview of state officials, or just not clear. So this is far from over. So we'll be continuing to see what exactly the county is going to do about climate change, and look for more stories by Barry on that very topic. On the food scene, Paul Franson wrote about surprising uses of chickpeas, while David Leyland did a price comparison of various foodstuffs at supermarkets versus the farmer's market. As it turns out, some items like heirloom tomatoes are actually cheaper at the farmer's market. So there you go. Good information for you. News you can use, as they say. All right. And in sports, Andy Wilcox wrote up a piece about Connor Goose Zuldorf, if I got that name correct, a 13-year-old phenom who's hurling fastballs at 82 miles an hour, which is, well, pretty impressive. actually feel sorry for the kid's catcher. All right, so that sums up Tuesday. Check out the happenings in the next clip for Wednesday and Thursday. That would be August 17 and 18.